All right. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for coming to the European Higher Education Fair and for dropping by Belgium's country presentation. So I am Mika, a public diplomacy officer for the Belgian Embassy, and today I will be talking about Belgium embracing openness. So first, um, okay. So, just a brief background first about Belgium. UNFPA records that Belgium has a population of 11.7 million, so not very big, really, and a currency of euros. And it is governed by three regions. We have Flanders, Brussels Capital Region, and Wallonia. And then um, it is a federal constitutional monarchy, so meaning its political affairs is governed by the prime minister and the monarch by King Philippe of the Belgians. We have eight provinces in Belgium, and this is Flanders, Antwerp, Limburg, Brabant, Hainaut, Namur, Liège, and Luxembourg. So we have also three communities in Belgium, which is the three official languages used in Belgium. So we have French, we have Dutch or Flemish, and we have German, a very small community of German speakers towards the east side of Belgium, closer to the border to Germany. So as you can see here in the map, this is the higher education institutions in Belgium, which is governed by our two language communities, so the Flemish speaking and the French speaking Belgians. Um, these languages serve as the communities at which Belgian higher education is organized and regulated, but not to worry. A lot actually of the courses offered for master's and postgraduate and PhD are entirely taught in English. So, here I have the different French higher education institutions and the Flemish higher education institutions. For French, we have 6 universities, 19 university colleges, and 19 colleges of arts. And for the Flemish higher education institutions, we have 5 universities and 13 university colleges. So downstairs, if you visit the booth, we have Wallonie-Brussels campus, which represents all of the French higher education institutions. And then from the Flemish side, we have Ghent University also downstairs at the booth of Belgium. So for scholarships, we have 3 scholarship granting bodies. So for the Flemish side, we have Blair, which is a full scholarship for a 12 to 24-month master's program in Flemish or Dutch-speaking Belgium. And then the counterpart for the French side is ARES, which is also for bachelor's and master's. So this covers your international travel costs, living allowance, and registration fees, as well as your insurance. And then, of course, as with most countries here and European missions, we have also the Erasmus Plus, which is a fully funded and all expense paid scholarship, including the airfare. So now that we've discussed this, oh, it's not projecting. Hold on a second. So, studying in Belgium. I will be summing up studying in Belgium with 3 key points with 3 letter L's: livability, location, and long-standing quality. So first is location. So Belgium is actually at the heart of Central Europe, quite literally, especially Brussels, its capital region and city. It is well connected to cities within Europe, just hours away from its neighbors like Germany, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and France. Maybe like 2 to 3 hours away by train. And it has flights to all major airports across the world, so you don't have to worry about accessibility and connectability. If you're an international student and of course you want to make the most out of your stay in Belgium, you would probably want to visit the neighboring countries during your stay over the weekend. So this makes Brussels and Belgium in general a very ideal location for international students. And also Brussels, the capital region of Belgium, is actually the home to many international businesses and organizations such as NATO and the European Parliament, the EU Council. and it has the world's largest press communities, and it's actually the city with the second most diplomats globally. So if you're looking into political sciences, international relations, and diplomatic affairs, this is something you might want to look into if you are considering Belgium as your next study destination. So next, we have livability. So of course, as with most international students, living costs is a very important factor to consider when moving to a different country. In Belgium, the university towns are actually very small, human-sized towns in which we really pride that the international students can assimilate easily themselves, making lasting connections, friends. If you want to go out during the weekend to just relax, it's a very accessible city to live in. In fact, last year, the university town Ghent was actually hailed as the Erasmus destination of 2023. And in fact, in Flemish higher education institutions, at least 12% are international students. That's actually pretty big. So it really is an international student-friendly place to go to if that's one thing that you're looking at as well. And for finances and budget, it's still also relatively low. While it can vary depending on which town in Belgium you stay in, I would say generally living costs in Belgium is quite okay. For example, this is a sample living cost. If you are staying in the university towns and you will be sharing a flat, for example, with flatmates, so it's more or less 1,000 to 1,200 euros per month. If you are under scholarship, the proof of financial subsistence that is required is at 700 euros coverage. And then if you are self-funded, usually we would ask for 820 euros per month for proof of financial capability. Um, Also, culture is part of livability, of course. So, as you have noticed in my slides previously, we have three official languages and communities, making Belgium actually very diverse culturally and multilinguistically. It's a very holistic experience. If you go there, it's very rich in culture. As you can see here in the images, um, the he is Toots Telemans. He is a jazz musician in Belgium, and of course, we pride ourselves with the Belgian beers, Belgian waffles, fries, and chocolates. Cycling is a very big deal in Belgium if you're into cycling, and of course, the comics in Belgium. So, fun fact, if you don't know, the Smurfs are actually Belgian. Um, they are also currently our UN Sustainable Development Goals ambassadors. So it's part of the very colorful cultural experience that you can have if you study in Belgium. And next, of course, very important is long-standing quality of education. Actually, several Belgian universities are amongst the top 200 in Times Higher Education. For example, KU Leuven. It's one of the oldest universities in the European Union and will next year be celebrating its 600 year anniversary. And it's also top 43 amongst 2,500 universities all over the world when it comes to ranking. So it is a true testament to the quality of education in Belgium. Of course, this is also something you want to consider if you are moving to abroad to study. And consequently, the most sought after programs that we are really promoting in Belgium is in the fields of oops, it's in the field of medicine, research, sciences, engineering, international relations, and also the arts, because we have colleges of arts and other university colleges in Belgium. Hold on, I'm just trying to look. So generally, to sum it up, Belgium is open for innovation, partnership, and diversity. This is a part of the global branding campaign that we are currently having in Belgium, which is embracing openness. We are pretty much encouraging diversity also and are very welcoming to international students. In fact, every year we send about 50 to 60 students to Belgium, who most of which are also under a scholarship, and at least maybe 40% are self-funded. So the student application process. Now that we've discussed some of that, generally all of the universities follow the same process. You check out the university that you're interested in and the program that you're taking. You fill out the necessary forms, you submit, and then you wait for the application of the acceptance letter from them. So afterwards, immediately after having your acceptance letter, we encourage everyone to start your application already for visa so that you have ample time to fill in any documents that may or may not be asked further. For visa-related inquiries, you can send us an email, manila.visa@diplobel.fed.de, or visit the Facebook page of the embassy. And we will be recommending the long stay visa type D of 180 euros as visa fee. But if you're under a scholarship, this will be waived. You just have to send us your certification of scholarship. And that is it. Thank you very much. You can take a picture of our contact details, or you can also visit us downstairs if you have more questions. Can I? Okay. So now we're opening the floor for questions if you have anything. Okay, so I guess there's no more questions, but if there are, I will be downstairs at the Belgian booth. And also, just send us an email or a message on our Facebook Messenger, and we will be more than happy to address all of your student visa related inquiries, as well as to get you connected with the higher education institutions. Thank you.